I also got captions to work today, so it definitely says Ark said butts.
What?
No.
You know what I discovered though? I discovered when you put the correct URL into OBS instead of the URL that we used for Clear Skies, the closed captioning will work.
That, you know,
That seems
Who
so
could've seen that coming? That's
unintuitive.
wild.
In my opinion.
That's
That seems
kind of
so
weird.
unintuitive. I don't
I
like
don't know why
that.
they'd make it
Doesn't
work
make
like that.
sense.
Yeah, what's that UI UX?
I know. Hi everyone. My name is Jake. I am the Firefly of this wonderful and amazing group. This is BloomTide, a Wildsea actual play. And we're here to have a lot of fun today. I'm very excited about today's episode. I left last week's episode and I spent the entire week thinking about this episode because I want to have some fun. I felt like we had some downers, but I wanted to make sure we had some fun. So today is going to definitely be a fun day. Let's
sure. Yes, I mean, that was so convincing.
Look, I am wearing my Satan is my co-GM shirt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, let's start things off with a little bit of announcements. Does anyone have anything?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually have a very specific one today that I've just decided now that I'm going to tell you about, and thus I don't have a link ready. But we have a don't open that program; it'll crash OBS. We have a mutual aid mutual aid thing going for my set of neighborhoods. For North Minneapolis, specifically for our housing and eviction crisis that I mention every week. But this one is for my area more specifically. But they also do grocery and like medicinal and medical bills and stuff like that. We'll get the link in just a second, and I would love it if you had anything to spare that you donate to that, or just spread the word. I've been saying, we're fighting mass evictions right now due to the ICE occupation and how that has impacted people's income structures and the like. So thank you to everybody who has in the past donated. I appreciate it. And for talking about Minnesota while things are kind of crazy. And then because I'm trying to be better about promoting my stuff as well, I play GeoGuessr on Sundays at 9 p.m. Central Time, and I post all my VODs on YouTube, and I think they're pretty fun. You know, I'll say it. I think they're a pretty good time. You should check that out. And then my next casting for professional GeoGuessr esports is going to be on Sunday, April 19th, and I believe it's 8 a.m. my time. 8 a.m. Central Time. It's too early for me, but we make it work.
Look, that's only 6 a.m. my time, you know?
Yeah, wow.
Sounds great, my time. That's like what?
Oh, yeah, it's like midday, 'cause it's the European League.
Yeah.
I'm the one American on the European League.
Funny enough, the only person that's probably asleep during that time is you. So
I know. It's crazy. It was funny at the last league, or the last European League cast. I joked about, like, I'm not quite awake yet, and one of my co-casters, who I think is in Germany or something like that, or somewhere in like Europe, but he was like, oh, I can't really say I feel like it's early, then can I? And then the other caster was like, oh, it's gamer early for you, don't worry. It was like the middle of the day, so they kept making jokes about how it was gamer early, like it was. I was like, what the fuck am I, chopped liver then?
No, you're just the American.
I'm just the freaking American. But anyways, I keep thinking about that it's gamer early. It was like 1 in the afternoon, and it was like, they were like, it's gamer early. Anyways, GeoGuessr, mutual aid. I'll get a link for Jake to send in a sec.
Yeah, I think you should have the ability to send links into chat. If you don't,
am I that important?
I think you're marked as a VIP. So if you're not, then I will change that. So
let's find out.
Plus we have a handful of mods in chat, so they can also help out. Worst comes to worst. Anyone else? Any announcements? None from Sam?
I can go through my usual stuff.
You've got 23 other shows to promote. So
on Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern over on Table Story, I run a campaign called Legends of Oscar, which has been a ton of fun. We just had my character having a panic attack and we ended on that note. So, only good things can come from that. Obviously, right after that, I'm here. Usually after a nap, but I literally told them, I was like, I woke up from a nap to kind of go and do this call. And then on Wednesdays, also on Table Story, another campaign called Department of Unsolved Mysteries or DUM, which is a ton of fun, also at 3 p.m. Eastern. Keep an eye out because I've been recording a podcast. It's been very fun. It's going to be coming out in the next month or two. If you like sci-fi and cyberpunk and the kind of mesh of those two things, keep an eye out. I think you really enjoy this. It's been a ton of fun. And also if you like oh no, what's it called? The name left my brain. Damn it.
Janet.
No, the book it's gone. It's not as if it's important. If it was important, I'd remember it. So clearly it's not important. But if you enjoy cyberpunk and that kind of stuff, keep an eye out. I'll be tweeting about hosting about that soon enough, but keep an eye out. That's my announcement of an announcement. I think that's everything. Oh, and I don't know. I think it's still improved. I don't think you can buy it yet, but pre-order Lost Omens High Seas from Paizo. That's one of the matches on it, and I got my filthy grubby mitts on some of the islands and pirates and sea creatures you'll find in that book.
Nice.
Hell yes. So this is like the perfect game after writing for that. As well.
I'm obsessed with. I love oceans and just like I love oceans fictionally because we're literally just talking about this. I don't enjoy oceans in reality, but I enjoy the fiction of traversing an ocean.
The concept of an ocean.
Yeah.
Concept is
Look, I love the concept of pirates and the pirate like kind of life. That sounds fun, but honestly, scurvy is just miserable. And
the pirates mostly sucked.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
Wow, sure is convenient if for long voyages you have a citrus-based source of vibes. Wow.
Yeah, God, whoever thought that idea is so big-brained and just
attractive
and so hot.
Talented, should be given all the treats and the money.
So funny enough, on the Discord, people were asking about how do rations work in this world, since like you can't really cook food, right?
Rationally.
And I pointed out that sun ovens are a thing. So like that's still able to cook things. Also, salted meats is always a thing, and like water on the boats clearly have to have some sort of lemon or lime or something like that within some sort of citrus inside of the water. But I'm like, so we were literally talking about all of this.
I think one of the things the book literally mentions, like you can like some crews like cook on the engine of their boats because it gets so fun to cook stuff on that. Yeah, but they try to avoid fire in general because that'd be rough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, fire is shunned upon as a whole because of the trees and stuff like that. Now, okay, so I have the question of the day, but I had a discussion this weekend that I also want to bring to you all. Right? This is a two-part question. First one, I understand that both of these questions are going to bring a lot of debate, so we're gonna just say yes or no at first, and then we can discuss it afterwards. All right. Question number one: 5 is an honorary even number. Yes or no? I know Sam's answer. Okay, Sam is no.
I understand why you're saying this
point. Yes, I understand the intent.
Okay, so we have no on Drac. Caitlin.
The answer is no, but I understand the vibes.
Okay.
5 is very much an odd number to me.
Okay.
But it's an easily stackable. So it has its own space. 5s and 10s like have their own categorization in my brain. We
know that 5 is an odd number, but I my standpoint is that 5 is an honorary even number because it feels like an even number.
I would say
What is
even. I
the
would
quality of feeling like an even number then?
Because it's like okay, here. Okay, sorry. We have to ask the second question because this is where the debate gets in.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Oh, just now.
All right. The next question is: Is $7, $5, or $10?
Okay, so I have seen this
$10.
argument within the video game the indie video game industry, where there was a lot of indies would be like, you might as well charge $7 instead of $5 because statistically people are willing to spend that much, equally as much as $5 on a game. Like to them, it's essentially the same thing in their brain. I think this was the Peak developers. I think they're the ones that posted about this.
It's not just video games. It is like there's a whole science and there's like a literal like entire like research development teams that do these research. It's the reason why things are $19.99 instead of $20 because $19.99, while it feels like $20 feels like a larger number to someone than $19.99. So like
psychological numbers,
psychological numbers.
Yeah.
So the question is like, okay, 6 is clearly 5, 9 is clearly 10, 8 to me is also 10, but the question is 7 10 or is 7 5?
I think if we're going with
Sam, we've got two different types of nerve divergence here. I get it.
Yeah.
Words mean things.
I think if we're talking about the psychology of things, I don't
We're
have
talking about
any
feels.
data.
We're talking about feels.
Yeah, if we're talking about which is psychology.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, if we're talking about the psychology of things, especially in this example that I've seen before, like video games, I would be like, if I had $5, if I set myself a budget of $5, but then I saw a game I really wanted for $7, I'd be like, it's basically the same thing. I'll get it. But if it was $9, I'd be like, no, I only set myself $5. That's too much.
All right, so we have 7 is 5. All right, from Drac.
Psychologically, 7 is 5.
Okay.
Caitlin Vibe sends 7 is 10.
Ooh.
I have no money. Everything is fancy.
Sure.
Yeah.
I get that. And now the other type of nerve divergent, Sam. What?
7 is not 5. 7 is not 10. 7 is 7.
And Jake
If you
is
are
tormenting
asking-
Sam today.
Whether 7 is closer to 5 or 10, that is mathematically ascertainable because it's a number which has mathematical attributes such as evenness or oddness themselves subject to definitions. So they mean things. Also, so does neurodivergence. If one is unevaluated, one cannot properly make such an assertion.
Sam's the one neurotypical on all of our streams. I don't know how you keep
I
forgetting
have
this.
no reasonable basis for belief. And words mean things. It's 7. It's not 5. It's not 10.
See, here's the thing. 7 to me, 7 is 5 to me. 17 is also 15 to me, but 27 is 30.
Okay, that's interesting. 17 to me is 20.
Interesting.
Are we just talking about rounding behaviors?
Yes. It's like, is this like, do you psychologically like trend towards rounding this up or down?
Good question.
I like this answer in chat, which is blackjack logic. Never hit on a 17. 7 is 10.
But you should hit on a 10. So 17 can't be 10. Also, and I know I might have touched on this point, but 17 is 10.
I believe they said 7 is 10. They just said never hit on a 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing.
They both have the attribute of no, I'm fine.
So I like that Drax limit is 7 is 5, but 17 is 20. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that comes from being poor, and like once you're reaching those numbers already, I'm already like, this is already a lot for me. I don't want to be rounding up here.
Yeah, they're all a zillion.
I can see 17 going either way, but like for me,
17 is bisexual.
Good for her.
27 is a hard 30 for me. Like it's like not even a question.
She's what?
And that's not even the
that's
question
so
of the day.
interesting.
That's not even the question of the day.
So they were just
It
talking
does
about
make
like
sense.
how easily we round when it's like a smaller fraction left to round, right?
Seven. Well, no, because
Yes, so actually, yeah, that might be the psychology. Yeah, small
Well,
fraction.
Well, no, but the question is, the 7 is the same on both 5 and 7, and 17 and 15, and 27 and 25. But those numbers feel different, and so you lean one way or the other when you're
It's a
rounding.
smaller/larger percentage of the whole.
Yeah.
Like that's why it feels different.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And that wasn't the question
Nope.
of the day.
Nope. But I knew
Actually
it was
would love
his-
to see the numbers on that. Actually, so I saw someone post. I saw Deb post it, and I was like, "Cool fact," and I just kept moving on.
I
But I
watched
kind of want to see the numbers on that.
I watched someone do one of those like tier list things where it was like $1, $5, $10, $15, 20, 25.
Oh
and
my god,
30.
and just
And-
numbers.
And then they took $1 is clearly $1, $2 is $1, $3 is $1, $4 is $5, 5 is 5, 6 is 5, 7 is 5,
Oh my god.
8 is 10, 9 is
6
10.
is basically 10. I don't know what you're talking about.
So what I'm saying is, from Sam's reaction, we need to find his video and send it to Sam specifically, so they can enjoy watching this. This
Mhm.
brutalization of numbers.
See what Jake is doing is Jake is engagement farming on the YouTube pod.
I
Jake
feel
is
like
rage
I'm being
baiting, but
personally
Sam
rage
specifically-
bait.
Yeah,
You are. You
rage
are.
baiting Sam specifically.
Look, I know that if I want a good performance out of Sam, I need to give Sam something that they're going to be just miserable about beforehand.
I admit, if you're trying to get me into the personality of a Tempest, you shocked me.
I thought I look again, that wasn't even the question of the day, but I am gonna highlight last week's pick.
Oh yeah.
So we got this from God, I am the worst at reading non-real
Me too.
names. S Jigsing 2. It's SGISING 2. So Siggy
Yes.
Sing 2, maybe?
Sounds good to me.
They said The Wait by the Band, which is also the song with which I used to sing my kids to sleep with. Seems like an uncommon combination. So I really liked that. I thought that was fun. It was like, oh, this is my karaoke song. Also, the song I sing my children to sleep.
Cute. Love that.
The question of today's episode, though, is what is you and your characters' go-to comfort food?
Okay, I'm glad you.
Drac
changed
is
it.
already
No,
like,
because like you in chat, you gave us like a heads up for the question, and you just said, "Where's your perfect meal?" And I was like,
Oh.
"Okay, Jake, it depends." It
yeah,
depends on
okay,
the
yeah.
situation.
That comfort meal is what I meant. Perfect meal is like,
Yeah,
I'm like, it's got to be like something crusted right at the right. You know what I mean? Like, what am I
Yeah.
feeling? Like, did I have too much salt today, and now I want some?
Yeah, literally,
sugar?
yeah,
Like,
what am I
Exactly.
eating
no,
today?
no,
What did I
Depends.
do today?
No,
Did I
no,
do like,
sorry.
like
Yeah.
activities? Yeah.
Drax,
oh,
like
okay, I
a
need some
protein shake, some creatine.
I was never. Even when I went to the gym, I was not a protein shake guy. I had
I
a
was.
full-on
Oh, when I
meal.
was bulking, I was getting good protein stats.
I could not. I did not change my eating habits at all. If I'm gonna be honest, I just ate more. I guess was the biggest change.
I mean, same.
So
Yeah.
since I don't have I don't think there is my jamming styles comfort food. Like, I don't think that makes questions, but I will say that my comfort
I
food.
would like you to answer it
Whether or
as
not
that as well.
7 was 5, but all of a sudden your GMing style can't have a comfort food.
You really
And they're
got
right.
going.
Okay,
go,
okay,
please.
all right. So I will tell you mine, and then I will do my best guess of what my GM is. So
Yes,
my
thank you.
personal one is what I'm going to get this weekend, which I'm very, very excited with, which is my grandmother's sticky chicken, mashed potatoes, and hand rolled beef noodles. That is like,
Noodle sounds good.
oh, it's so good. My grandma makes it. She's getting a little old, so she needs a little help making it nowadays, which is totally fine. I will take over that mantle to help her out because I've grown up from very little to now, and it is my go-to comfort food. Like, there's nothing wrong with the world while I'm eating sticky chicken and hand-rolled beef noodles. So as for my GMing style, I guess a fridge sig. A
cigarette from the fridge?
Oh,
Cigarette from the fridge.
you guys don't know what fridge sigs are?
No.
It's a Diet Coke.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I've heard of this.
Okay.
What?
I've heard of this. Yeah, it's a slang term for Diet Coke.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I remember hearing this. Is this a? I've never heard it actually said. I've only heard it said ironically. So I'm like, hey, what's happening?
Well, in
so-
what context is it ironic? Like, is it?
It's not ironic. Look, I gotta go get me a fridge sig.
Is it the aspartame? Is that why?
Okay, so it's because there's something with Diet Coke that there is like this like underlying like love-hate with Diet Coke. And so like a lot of people that drink Diet Coke, they will drink like 3 or 4 in a day. It's not just like
My grandma. My grandma.
Yeah. And so it's like, oh, I got, when you're stressed out, whatever, a fridge sig, a Diet Coke is just the thing that helps out, right?
That's funny.
And so it's called a fridge sig because of the same.
Going up for a smoking break and just see a bunch of people chugging.
Hey, I would rather see that have a Diet Coke zone in like the parking lot. You know what I mean? Like just a bunch of people just like, fuck, man.
Really, really awesome chat message. But do you slap the Coke like you slap a cigarette?
I think you can tap it. You can't do the can slap on the hand. You can slap the can
Tap
though.
the top, yeah.
Yeah.
That actually
really
is the
funny.
equivalent. Damn. I hate sig. I hate fridge sig, but it makes sense, unfortunately. That really got Kaden.
I told everybody before we get that I was coming into today's stream with some energy, and boy, is it paying dividends. Let's go.
Oh my god.
So yes, my jamming style, if it had a comfort food, it would be a fridge sig.
I forgot it was comfort food, and that's why we're talking about it.
Okay,
I have to go. I can't.
We got a comment last week. We got a comment. So one, Eliza will not be joining us today.
Eliza's out today.
She's out today.
Interesting.
But one of the comments from last week was on the YouTube was I love all of the wildness of everyone trying to come up with what to do while we wait for Eliza. Like it was just like everyone was just like the chaos that you guys create before the show.
We're not like that. We're doing this intentionally.
Yes,
like
yes,
people.
it
So
has
first, so
nothing-
people know this is an intentional 30 minutes of bullshit, regardless
yeah,
of
what
whether
am I
or not we
literally
get
waiting for? Yeah. No.
Yeah, we are not waiting for Eliza. That is not the purpose of this. This is it was an idea I had where I was like, man, I would really love like a little bit of time for us to be able to just like sit and bullshit and chat with the chat, because like I don't feel like you get it enough with TTRPG. So that was the idea. Is like, hey, the first 30 minutes, let's just do that, So yeah. All right. Anyone got an idea for comfort food before Caitlin starts thinking about fridge sigs again?
I'm trying to see if there's any literature explaining the observation about the dependency, because yes, and I can imagine it doing a thing on sweetness to there's going to be some literature. We're in the PubMed.
I've also heard of the same kind of thing with Dr. Pepper.
Oh, so that's a very different case. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I would say even Diet Dr. Pepper is a thing that people who like Diet Dr. Pepper fucking would die for Diet Dr. Pepper. Like it's a similar energy.
I think it's always a ride or die for the diet specifically,
That's
but
true.
definitely diet.
Which it could be the aspartame, that it could be an aspect of that, but you know.
Makes me
I also
deeply ill.
think
That
it
would
was.
have showed up earlier. Like,
I think it was also because, and I actually remember watching a video that kind of went into this. It's because there was a time where Diet Coke, the Coke brand kind of tried to make it less of a product and more of a lifestyle they were selling you, where like they had a lot of celebrities like promoting Diet Coke. They had a lot of like, they made it more of like you want the Diet Coke lifestyle rather than you want Diet Coke, and it maybe just had like an effect of like the people who fell in and fell for it just really, really took Diet Coke as a personality trait rather than just a beverage that they enjoy.
I think that has strong explanatory power, especially given that I'm not convinced that these characteristics are going to be recapitulated in an animal model, for instance, which would really be this is a function of the aspartame on someone's brain kind of case.
Yeah.
Heaven knows that has been a very investigated.
Yeah.
Subject.
I actually remember.
But so the sociological explanation, I think, has a stronger.
Yeah, because they had a big push, and apparently it's like they're kind of making that push again recently. But they had made a big push. They had made a big push when Diet Coke first came out, of it being like a lifestyle thing rather than just a product you're buying.
Okay, so we're talking about the food for us and our characters, and it brought me back to immediately before we got into the question of whether a number was a different number, which was, Drac, can we be an induction cooktop together?
We could, I think, actually, yeah.
Because there's no fire.
Yeah, I could just lie on the ground and you just send currents through me.
Lightning cooked food.
It seems to me like we could be an.
That'd be so funny. Do you think Art could be the one to suggest that, or Nokia? Or maybe not either. I could see Lolia being like, "Hey, I had an idea."
Get zapped one too many times, and it's just like, why do you use that for something good, like food or something, like like fuzzy and like full pumped up and static.
It isn't the easiest device to intuit.
Yeah,
honestly, that's like an early 20th century invention, isn't it?
Yeah.
Though a fair number of the electrical inventions are. So I guess that opens up what I might have had access to in terms of food for Ark.
I think. I don't know what mine would be because it depends on my mood. Like if I just comfort food is like I'm assuming I've either been like very busy or just sad. I'm trying to
like something that makes you feel good. Like it's like, oh, I eat that and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I needed.
I think it changes because sometimes I have this thing where like I find the food I like and then that's all I eat.
Oh, yeah.
Like a really long time.
Safe food could be a comfort food, I guess.
Safe food.
I'm curious. Do you do the thing where you're like, oh, I love this, and then you eat it so much until you never want to think about it ever again?
Yeah. Like it happens so suddenly. Like I'll be eating and be like, oh, this is disgusting. I never want to eat it. Halfway through, I'm like, oh, this is gross. I have that with eggs a lot. I love eggs, but randomly halfway through, like eating any kind of egg and prepared it anywhere, I'd be like, oh, I can't handle it.
How's this? Will it make it easier if you go, because you're talking about eggs? What about instead of a perfect meal, like AKA breakfast? Like, do you love like breakfasts, or like you love that bacon, egg, hash brown, like that kind of food? Or maybe like you're like, no, dinners are like lunches where it's lighter, sandwichy, kind of. Does that help at all?
Yeah, I think when it comes, I think I'm more likely to enjoy a breakfast than I am to enjoy a dinner, I think. A lot of the time, if you look at your like typical breakfast and dinner foods, like I'm very much a cereal person. I have like the old people cereal. I have like Shreddies and cornflakes. I love a good Shreddies.
I don't know if that's a nickname or if that's a brand that you have out there that we don't have.
Oh, you don't have it? It's it's the Kellogg's.
Shredded wheats.
Kellogg's.
We have
shredded wheats,
Shredded wheats.
Oh, but
I
assumed it was shredded wheats, but when you said Shreddies and you were so confident about it, I was like, is that a brand of shredded wheats? Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
see,
it's a brand
it
of
sounded
shredded
like a
wheat.
nickname, yeah.
It's
Oh,
it's
it is.
Kellogg's shredded wheat. They
Nice.
call it shreddies over here. I
I
don't know if
see.
you don't have if Kellogg's don't have it over there, if it's named something.
We
different,
have
but
it, but they call them shredded wheats here, which is funny.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
they
no,
gave it a
people-
nickname for
Nobody
you,
eats-
but not for us.
And just
Cereal, good.
yeah. Okay, so we got a cereal person. All right.
Mhm.
Caitlin, get any ideas?
Oh yeah, I know both. My comfort food forever and always is chili. I love a
Interesting.
chili. Extra like if the more like beans and meat in it, the better. I fucking love just like a really hearty, like heavy chili. But you get a little cornbread with like a honey butter, and then controversial, which I believe this is actually a Texas thing, but controversial. I love it with tortilla chips.
Oh yeah, I've
It's-
never heard of them the other way.
Yeah. See, I was told it was strange, and I was like, well, sorry.
Well,
I think it's
That's strange
saltines
together.
are pretty common.
Saltines and are more common for me, but tortilla chips absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I like
saltines are weird to me. That's interesting. I've never heard like having saltines in chili.
I
Yeah,
can
saltines,
see
that's
it
like-
if,
that's like
given
classic.
that tortilla chips,
Hold on.
saltines serve a similar niche.
Yeah, it's just like something crunchy and salty in it.
They
Like I would
eat
put,
they
I
eat
would
beans
put, I
on
would
toast.
Put,
Okay, it's not weird. All right.
I don't
I would
eat beans
put-
on toast.
I
I'll
would
make
put,
that
like-
so clear.
goldfish, like goldfish crackers in like a chip. Like I'd go for that. Like something just like crunchy and salty. Like
Yeah.
a little bit of like that. That's I'd be good with pretty much
It
anything. But anyways,
adds
I
a
love chili.
texture. I like a hearty chili too.
love a hearty
Preferably, I think the reason I like saltines is because it soaks up the moisture,
Mhm.
like the liquid portion. So it's just like a slop. Like to give it, to give it
Chili
the
slop.
most unappealing word
yeah,
that you can
really
think
good.
of. But yeah, slop
I love it.
chili is good. Yeah.
I love
Or
chili.
what about your character?
And then Lalia would be like a breakfast, some sort of like pancake, but like a specialty pancake, like a
I can see that. Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
if-
say it has to have something in it.
yeah, like a lemon, like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a lemon cream pancake I had once in Pasadena that I'm like, that's Lalia. Like that with like a little like dried lemon wedge on the top that's like it's way too expensive, and it has like not for the expense, but because it's just like whimsical and like it looks really cute and
What
it
about
tastes so good.
what
and
about
sweet.
those like souffle pancakes that are just like twice as thick and they're like super light and they're almost like
Yeah, like that, but like super decked out, very overly sweet.
Mhm.
Like if it has like a mountain of like powdered sugar on it and whipped cream, like that would also be it. But yeah, but I was thinking like a something like citrusy, so like a lemony pancake. I think would be her thing. I was ready. I had those locked and loaded.
Yeah, no, you were like, yeah, I know.
Obviously, I know the answer.
Of course.
I love our again the showcasing the different neurodivergencies.
or the lack
need-
thereof, or the lack thereof.
Yeah, because like you know, the
Undervalued.
other
Yeah,
two-
duh.
We need some
Um,
we need some rails, and then sometimes it's like, oh yes, you've given me yes. Let me marinate on this for.
So like I don't believe in any of those like TikTok or like Instagram reel videos where they're like, if you like this or do this, you've got ADHD, right? Because I get those like fed at me all the time. And I'm just like, okay, all right, you can stop. I get it. I am diagnosed. Can we stop with this? This is good. But I also feel like half of those are just like, if you breathe oxygen and your hair grows,
Yeah.
you're ADHD. And I'm like, you guys are just
Shit.
Yeah.
But one of
Got
them
me.
was I remember very vividly. One of them was like, do you have a food that you just are in love with and will just eat it every single day, 7 days a week, and then just all of a sudden just be like, I don't want to think about chicken parmesan ever again. Like, that's what made me think of that.
I got new
What about you,
ADHD
Sam?
meds recently. They fucking own. Turns out if you got the right dose of ADHD meds, it'll also improve your mood. It's crazy.
That makes sense.
I
Meth
know. I
does
never
that.
thought about it like that.
Meth does
Awesome.
that, yeah. Sam's like, wait, hold on. Look, I do think that like when it
Please
comes
don't do
to
that, chat.
when it comes to like ADHD, it's very like it makes me feel very much like we're not that far in like history when it comes to medicine, because like they're like, you got brain demons, here's some fucking meth. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, biology is complex, and we don't really understand that much about brains, and thinking, and all of that is also complex and made of meat. Very, very,
Jelly
very
meat.
complex, very delicate jelly meat. Thank you.
Jelly meat.
Um,
Not Jello. It's jelly meat.
and we're learning a whole bunch of cool stuff about how they work, and like
yeah,
all sorts of different people and how all of their brains work offer us valuable things to learn. Thing is, like, there's so much wisdom among neurodivergent communities that I get to just free ride on, irrespective. Like, why would I even need it? I'm just going to go and learn from people, and I can do that anyway. And that's a perfectly lovely thing to do, because, like other principles of universal design, we can learn from the particular experiences of people and benefit from them ourselves.
Shout out to my amphetamines. Let's go.
And also amphetamines, yes.
drugs. Anyone have any?
So it's matzo ball soup for me.
Yep. Okay.
I've just never had a circumstance where that has not been appreciated.
Okay.
Like, I think a reasonable thing is like, there's really no particular time I can see myself saying no to this thing, and no time I have had this thing that I have not been like, I am better for having consumed this. That seems enough. Beautiful. Arc, I think at the moment it's probably going to be citron jelly,
Yeah.
Love it.
because it's going to be the thing you're used to.
Yeah. I think Nokia, because I realized I didn't answer for Nokia.
I was
I
about to make you.
think-
I was gonna.
I don't think Nokia tastes food really. And I think they only eat because mechanically I do not have the aspect that means I don't need to eat. So like thinking about how it would work is interesting. I think it'd be like whatever's the least messy food, because whatever they eat, it will just like kind of fall out or like float within their mess. So maybe rice. Feel like the small enough, easy to sweep up if it gets on the floor. Isn't too noticeable if it gets all swelled up in the debris that makes up their body.
Might have to be dry rice then, because I feel like rice gets that's like a glue. That's
Yeah.
like cooked rice turns into glue.
I guess it depends on how you make it. I think it'd be jollof rice just because that's the rice I most often have. And that's not
Love it.
that's not always, depending on how you make it, but it's not always very, very sticky. Yeah, I need to get you guys jollof rice. Maybe like my dad's jollof rice is fucking incredible. I need to do that at some point. And I changed my answer for myself because I realized it's a thing that I always love. I always love doner kebab. I fucking
Oh my
love
god. Yes.
love doner
That's
kebab.
real. That's real.
That's so
I
real.
don't think I've ever like gotten tired of it. I've never been able to eat it to the point I get tired of it because it's usually very expensive anyway. So like my wallet is my limiter there.
So
But
good.
like anytime I do have it, I'm like, this is the best thing ever. And I recently found a restaurant that does like loaded fries with stir-fried doner kebab, like mixed in. And it's so good. It's horrible for my stomach. It's so bad for my stomach because they throw like cheese in there as well. And I'm definitely lactose intolerant. But I will suffer it. I'll suffer it if I have to.
So
It
good.
makes me feel good before it makes me
So
feel
good.
bad. And that's enough for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
So there is one other thing I was told I have to say, which is there will be an announcement for a new show from Streampunks. I am supposed to have something to show for it, either by break or by the end of the episode. But there's a thing that exists, and hopefully we'll see it today. So
Stay tuned.
you're gonna have to stay tuned. Exactly. Does anyone have anything else? Are we good to go?
Fuck ice.
I mean, I think
Okay.
that that's just
Petrol.
there.
Yeah.
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 All right.
How?
Look, some people are. Anyways, here's the intro. A boat going across the tree line. One of the first mates cries out, "Captain! Captain!" The captain walks down from his upper deck down to the crew member. He goes, "Look, we got a mirage," and hands him a spyglass. And he looks through, looks out, head straight for it. He pulls out his gun, checks to make sure that it's loaded, puts it into his holster, and as they move closer and closer to it, the mirage, what all of you in our modern time would know it as, is it'd be the very top of a skyscraper, peeking out over the tree line. Glass windows, the size of the ship itself, all the way up. They drop anchor next to it and smash out one of the windows. A crew goes in. The majority of them stay on the boat, looking out, waiting for word of anything's on there. The last word the captain gave was, "Take it all. Loot everything you can find." 20 minutes go by. Nothing. 30, 40. 3 hours go by. And finally, the crew comes back, bewildered, confused. They go, we could only find one thing, sir. He goes, "Well, what is it?" "I think it's better if you just see it." Reaches out and hands him a jar. The captain looks at the jar, takes a bag and puts the jar in the bag and goes, "All right, lift up anchor. Let's get out of here." Taking the bag into his quarters, he sets it down on the table, undoing the knot and slowly letting the fabric slide off of the sides. The large glass jar holds a single beating red heart in the center. He takes his gun and he sets it on the table, leans back, tries to get a little comfortable while staring at this heart attached to nothing but the edges of the glass, throbbing. "Captain!" "What?" He cries out through the doorway. "There's someone coming towards us." He gets up, walks out, closing the door behind him and locking it. "Let me see." He holds up and looks at another ship sailing straight for them as quickly as possible. "All right, pull up the weapons. Let's give it a round. Let's see what happens." At that moment, they hit a rough patch. The boat rocks back and forth. And he looks again in the spyglass, checking out the other ship. They've got some weaponry on them. We're going to need to make sure to bring out the big guns. Aye, Captain. The crew scrambles, starting to get all of their weaponry ready to go. The captain turns around, unable to think about anything else other than the heart on his desk. He goes back, unlocks the door, closing the door behind him, and he looks. The jar shattered on the ground. The gun missing. And a woman sitting in his bed with a blanket over her shoulders, looking away. Black, large curls sway down as she... Be a dear and fetch me some clothes. You wouldn't leave a lady undecent like this. Yeah. Okay. He heads towards his dresser, rummaging through it. He looks back at his desk again, seeing that the gun is not on the floor next to the jar. Reaching underneath a pair of clothing, he grabs a sidearm. The crew continues to get ready, grabbing their weapons, loading the cannons with debris and garbage so that they can just plaster the sides of this. When a single lone gunshot echoes from the interior of the captain's quarters, the bullet flies through the wood, shattering up on the top deck as the pilot of the ship sees this. Everyone stops. The doors swing open to the captain's quarters. The woman stands there, donning the captain's clothes. All right, boys, change of plans, as she wields the gun uncontrollably up into the air around. They all look strange. What's the change of plans? And she leans forward and she goes, "Run, rabbit, run." As we left off last episode, you had all kind of got the marching orders that they need to know where this ore and this metal came from. It gave you an option for additional work as well as directionality of where to go. But there is one bit of things that we have not done, which was the actual negotiation of what you guys were going to get. So you've got a good amount of metal here. Are you planning on keeping any of this, or are you going to just hand it 100% all over?
Do we need it? I guess we could trade later, but we might as well just get what we need here.
Well, it would depend on whether we could take advantage of it in its own right. I mean, metal can be put to many uses.
Do we have like smelting equipment and stuff? Like, can we actually like...
What type of metal was this?
It was iron and copper.
So the copper we can work with pretty easily. It's very malleable.
Iron is like that's like a forging metal.
Yeah, iron's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Also, copper, we could maybe be doing more things with the spark.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we keep
there.
some
I think the
copper.
conductivity is maybe the advantage.
Yeah. Maybe we keep some copper.
Yeah. Like, even if we're just making, like, we could do wire things, like, we got possibilities. Unless we don't have copper, then we don't got possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say you guys got, I don't know, 27 bars of iron and copper. Because it's basically 30, you know?
That's what I thought you'd say.
By rounding.
I knew it.
So the idea is, yes, you could use this now and deplete it. The ore could also be used. Sorry, it's technically not ore. It is bricks. It has been already. It has already been refined into a bar form. It is not just raw ore.
I guess mechanically, because I guess Nokia would be the somewhat engineer of the ship. Do we have a way for this to be useful to repair the ship?
That's exactly what I was going to say, is that it can be used to do on-spot repairs on the ship in certain situations. It's basically a currency. So in the game wise, I'm not going to say, well, it was technically a piece of wood that broke, so you need wood. No, wood is abundant around you. So the idea is that these could be made to make nails, right? Or other objects that would allow you to repair your ship. So yes, the bars could be used to repair your ship. It could also be used to barter in other locations. So there's other options, but it is up to you of whether or not you want to just send it all and be done with it, or what.
From what I remember, when we came across this ship with the metals on it, we had been sailing and gone off course for a while, so we depleted a lot of our food, right? Food specifically for you as well as your Leviathan. That is a key portion, is the fact that you must feed your Leviathan, which as of right now I think has only been announced as Baby. Whether it's got a name, that is their name, Baby.
Okay, look, I'm not arguing, I'm just saying.
Put some respect on the name. I would have, because I don't think we've had any damage. We have some scraps on the ship, and by that my character has some scraps in their inventory that we can use to fix. I think Nokia would push for like just being paid in food for the most part. Well, obviously we'll talk to everyone else there.
I mean, if we're headed to go find where this came from, anyways, there's a chance we may come across it. Another supply. Maybe we can do more favors for bars of metal.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Keeping at least one bar, and the reason for that is because it has that symbol on it. It can be used to compare other, like, counterfeit, other things like that. Like this would be a keeping one bar as like oh, hey, these are made the same, but it doesn't have the stamp. Maybe it just hasn't been stamped yet, or you know what I mean? Like it's just a good way to compare whether or not it's coming from the same location.
Keep one copper, one iron, and then trade the rest for food.
Yep. That makes sense.
That's what we do.
You want to role play this or just?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay.
So who's going to be doing the negotiation?
I will.
Ooh, Ark. All right. You all head. I mean, they were going to meet you at your ship, so we can say that they are ready to help unload the ship for you, and they're ready to go. And they're standing outside of them. There's 4 of them standing outside, as well as Karthus. He's saying, "Oh, I hope you guys had a great night last night."
Mm-hmm.
It was an unusual experience and very lovely. Thank you.
I'm glad it was not unusual and unpleasant. So this is good.
Does that happen sometimes?
Some people don't like to adventure outside of their comfort zone, and there's nothing wrong against that. So unusual could just be in general unpleasant for some people.
Noted. Thank you.
Of course. So I think we need to have the conversation of what you're looking to get.
Yes. You had said that meat and weapons were the most common products of your trade. Is that correct?
Correct.
Well, We like meat.
That's the end of that sentence, I assume. Not to interrupt your thought process.
Was there supposed to be more?
No, it
Was there
just
supposed to be
didn't.
more?
It didn't sound like it was an end of a sentence. That's all I was stating. It could have just been me. Don't even worry about it. So you're looking for meats. Are you looking for cured or raw?
Some cured, but mostly raw.
Kind of gives you an eye, like interesting request. All right.
Some of us have idiosyncratic techniques for preparation.
No. I it's just usually it's all cured, or the raw would just be what would they use in the next few days. So I'm assuming that you want a mostly raw. How many bars am I getting from you?
Was it 27 total
Yes,
or 27 of each?
27 total.
So
25. Which do we have more of, copper or iron? That's an odd number, which isn't, and this is true, an even one.
You had about good. You had
Horrid.
you had 15 bars of copper.
Okay.
Right, okay.
He goes, my son seems to really like you all.
Well, we did do our best to help out. It only seemed the right thing to do because you were so hospitable and honorable in hosting us.
Will you do me a favor?
Mhm.
I would like to send my son out with you. Not to interfere, not to get in the way. And in fact, we would be more than happy to load his ship onto the back of yours, a small dinghy, so that he has the capability of getting back himself.
Oh,
But
you want him back?
Yes. I know in some societies, fathers aren't used to loving their sons, but I very much love my son.
What?
Are you questioning the fact that I love my son, or
No. You seem to.
I don't understand the question then? But okay. No, I think it would be easier and out of your way if we send you all off, you discover the location, and he heads back by himself.
That's agreeable.
For that, if you can do that, I will 25 bars. I'll give you a week of rations for each bar.
I think you would need to include your sons in that if they're going to be coming with us.
They're going to bring their own.
How does that sound?
More than likely, they'll probably hunt for their own food, but that's a different story.
I will say, and if you all don't mind me adding this addendum, but our priority is documenting and seeing the creatures of the Wildsea. While we're on that job, we would appreciate it if your son didn't hunt the very same creatures we are recording and documenting.
My son, while very talented and skilled, could not take a Leviathan alone. I don't think you have anything to worry about that.
Yes, I will say we do not only document Leviathans. Other creatures of the Wildsea are of interest to us as well.
Are you saying that he's not allowed to hunt at all?
Within reason, and definitely not while we're actively documenting a creature or their habits and movements.
I think that those are conversations that you could have with him of when it's appropriate and not appropriate. I think that the only thing that he would request is that he has enough food in his belly to do a day's worth of work. And
Cool.
he is not one to willingly take from others' supplies. So he is much more of a hunt on his own, climb down on breaks and hunt for himself within the tree line.
And he understands that when he's on our ship, for reasons of coordination, there will be an order, an authority.
Oh, yeah, he's not a sailor. He's a hunter. This is the reason why I want him to go, is I want him to learn from a crew that clearly is capable enough and is kind enough and has been treating myself and my family well. As you have not just impressed myself, you have impressed my son, and maybe, possibly, if we're lucky, even his future partner. So I have gotten nothing but glowing words from all of you. So, deal?
Deal.
Great. And he looks to the crew and goes, "Load them up." And
at that moment, Lalia has not been down on the ground with everybody. Lalia is on the ship. The crane arm powers up, and it comes over the bow and lowers a pallet down directly in front of him. And then Lalia goes,
and they go, "Oh, you good if we take this now, or do you want to wait for the food to show?"
I think it's fair to trust that you'll bring the food.
Great. And he goes, grab this on the way. And they each of them grabs a handful of bars, and some of them have baskets and stuff on their backs, so they load up and they head off. They clear it off. They leave the pallet there, and they come back and they load that pallet, and they stand there waiting to load a second and a third pallet. What was left ambiguous, but is very clear now, is that the week of rations was a week of rations for each of you.
Okay.
Well,
so it is a lot of food.
So we will adjust ratios accordingly. BB might have some cured meat, but since we don't have refrigeration on site, there's obviously a larger quantity of raw meat than one would expect from 3 humanoids. But based on the volume, one would recalculate how much has to be cured, and it was both.
No, that was very smart.
Refrigeration would be a good idea if we can figure out how cooling.
I will work on it. I have some schematics I've been thinking about.
That would be very cool.
As the last pallet of food arrives, a small boat, a single rider basically, comes around, and you see him on there. He's like, "Hey, I heard Dad roped you guys into taking me along with you."
No ropes were involved.
And he's like, "It's a colloquialism. It's a phrase."
Well, but for your boat, there will be.
Just get a rope up, and I'll be up there, and you just tell me what my position is and what you need me to do.
See, he's the one who ropes.
Yay. As soon as he's out of earshot, Lalia leans into these two and goes, "So what do we do about the hunting when he has to go below the tree line?"
Yes, that's what I was worried about. I
send him far.
Yes.
And away. Okay, that's just no hunting by the boat.
Yes, it would disturb our observations.
Okay, that's smart. Okay, like it.
It would.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Break. Go back on the boat.
Things get loaded up. Everyone's prepared, and you now have a new companion upon your ship. He is ready and raring. He has a pack on his back, a gun, like a long rifle that is on there, and he is here and ready to help out where you can.
What do we
So,
do?
I think we should just keep him busy.
Mhm.
Include him in the rota of chores we usually go through during a trip, minus engine maintenance. But everything else, I think, could be a good experience for him to know what it's like to be a sailor. And at the very least, he'll leave with both the location of the iron and copper and some useful life experience. Maybe we could even get him interested in research of the wildlife of the Wildsea.
Yeah, I could take him delving. Do you think he'd go delving with me?
I imagine delving would be part of the hunting
Well, scavenging specifically. If we find a wreck,
scavenging.
it'd be fun.
I think that'd be worth a try. Broaden their skills, expand their portfolio.
Yay. We haven't done a scavenge in a while, by the way, an under the tree scavenge. So I'm putting that on our to-do list. I know we have stuff to do, but I would like to have one.
No, you're correct. I think especially if I am to start working on this idea of some form of refrigeration, I definitely need some more parts. I think those could be more beneath the canopy than above it.
What are the weather conditions?
There is a strong breeze coming from the east, and you can see that there is cloud cover in the direction you are heading. They're a little bit darker gray, and you just can feel it in your bones that you might be going into a storm.
The clouds, both sets of clouds I've previously observed are conducive on progressively shorter timelines to storms. So that seems consistent.
Sure. I haven't gotten that good at clouds yet. All right.
That's good. We can maybe put barrels out to catch some rainwater, though we do have some that we collected from dropping anchor. I remember that we actually have a thing, the water purifier. Whenever we drop anchor, we get pure water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which means we have some right now.
Yeah.
So perhaps we will have some barrel availability after engine maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Would you like to do that? I think I maintained the engine last time.
Where is the student? Is the student in eyeline? Has the student gone away?
He is literally like maybe 10 feet away from you, like holding his gun, waiting for instructions. He's like using it.
Name again?
Using it as Roderick. Oh, using
Roderick.
it almost like a cane. Like
Roderick, how good are you at maps?
I'm not bad.
Okay, you come with me then. Lens room. And she's going to take him up to the lens room, which is stationed up much higher.
Yeah, and he follows along with you. Why don't you describe the interior of the lens room to us a little bit? Like what does the audience see?
So, I think like much of this ship, it is this like odd amalgamation of like other ship pieces. I think we have like multiple sizes and styles of like telescopic like style lenses, and I also think that the windows in this room that aren't like for actually seeing out of are like large like glass discs, so like it's warped through them, like you can't see through them clearly because it is like the lens from like something very large, so it's like a porthole, but it has like this like weird distorted like magnify effect. And I think the lens room, I think Lalia uses it for like mapping and charting stuff. So I think there's a table in the middle that has like all these charts all over it, and there's like maps and stuff pinned in the wall. There's a barrel of like rolled up maps. And then like the front, there's like I think maybe like hinged doors, and that's where you can like actually look out of the lens room. That is in my mind sort of what it looks like, sort of like cobbled together in a fun weird way. Maybe there's a bunch of trinkets in there just because I think Lalia spends a lot of time up here.
he just kind of like with like awestruck, looking around, just like, this is really cool.
Right?
Glass is very difficult to come by, and like, this is a lot.
Yeah, we do a lot of scavenging.
No, this is great. Do you think we'll come across any scavengers on the way there?
I hope so. I was just telling everybody that we haven't had one in a while, and I would really like to do one. And I don't know if you've done a scavenger before, but I would like to take you scavenging.
I have done less than savory scavenges, aka I have gone to scavenge parts of boats that our own team has lost. So it's never a bonus. It's always just a, well, what can we save?
Yeah. No, it's
but-
more fun when it's not your boat. Yeah, definitely.
No, absolutely, because it's like free stuff.
Yeah, and it's more fun when it's under the tree line. So those are exciting.
I'm curious, how deep have you gone before?
Normal.
Okay, so like just the canopy.
Oh no, that's boring. Like
I mean,
you know, like normal deep.
okay. I mean, like from what
what does normal to you means canopy?
Yes.
Oh, and then like way further than that. Yeah, like down, like way down.
How do you?
I've never measured though.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, where's the map? What do you need me to look at?
Okay.
And we move over to Ark, as Roderick has taken a step away. I believe it is Ark heading down to feed the baby.
Yep. Grab the meat and off to the baby.
You I'm curious, what is the easiest way for you to get off of the ship and down below? Is there like a hatch on the bottom level, or is it just like a ladder off the side?
I think it's ladder off the side, because I don't think we ever went onto the deck when we went to baby, when we were back at dock.
Mm-hmm. So you take the ladder down, and as soon as you like break the branches, as you kind of wiggle down, you hear you see baby kind of look up and like, what do I and then you immediately see the tail flapping back and forth, this in a much quicker succession than earlier, as it can smell the food. Like
I'm just like ripping hanks of it into smaller pieces.
Yeah, and like
chicken tender sizes.
And it is ready to go. And it's like watching your hands, waiting for each bite to before it can get it.
So I would like to do, I don't have like a clicker, but clicking with my mouth. Clicker training with baby, just like because it creates communication.
Sure.
You know? Of just like, this is the thing we like, this is the thing we don't like. Like, please don't go outside and eat the mushrooms. Come back inside. Hypothetically. I don't know why that one came to me. But I just, part of feeding time with Ark is a little bit of training and learning behaviors.
When you click, you can tell baby is a little hungry and ignores the click and just like kind of like pushes its like head up against you, like, come on, just feed me already, you know, like, come on. Like,
okay, wait. Good baby.
And it starts to just like eat away, and it starts chewing, and as that happens, like, you just get this wave of just happiness, and it like cascades onto the rest of the ship. And Roderick's even like a little like is jonesing, like, this is like exciting, like really excited about this. And you all get this is a feeling you've had before, right? Like, you know exactly where this is coming from. It isn't changing your mood. It is just like, you can feel that it is happy, and it is infectious, right? You know, when someone is like really excited, you get excited, right? And that's very similar to what's happening. Is you can tell, and it chows down, and it is happy. You can see little like marks of the food like on its nose and on the because it was just so hungry, just like, oh, give me food, give.
For one sec, could we explain to the audience the relevance of like what baby does? Like, 'cause I think we've been very in media res about this, but like so that the audience has the character context. Do you want to explain a little bit like
Sure.
how baby interacts with the ship?
Baby is a leviathan, which is
Not so loud. I can hear you.
is a massive animal of some sort, like not just like, oh, it's, you know, a size of a horse. Like leviathans are getting like whale size and bigger, right? Like they're massive things. This is a baby, so it is smaller. This is closer to a little bit larger than a horse, probably is about the size that we're looking at. But this is a black, white, and red striped fox. And what's special about this fox is that it gives off psychic readings, not readings, but like psychic waves. It's emotions, its feelings. It is a baby, so it does not know how to control itself, but it has some sort of psychic ability. And this kind of leviathan is, while maybe have been researched in the past, have these psychic powers that can destroy ships just as the thought of them, can manipulate crews to completely avoiding their existence because they are aware of it, and make them sail off into different directions. These things are not just large beasts, but they are psychologically just the most insane, powerful,
The most powerful thing, basically.
Perfect. Babies.
But this is a baby, and it does not quite have control over itself. And not only does it not have control over itself, it doesn't really know how to use its powers. So a lot of its emotions and feelings get exerted on the crew. Something very fun and interesting about them is when they're in a good mood and they are traveling, a lot of times BloomTides actually occur, which has been very beneficial for the crew because BloomTides allow ships to travel quicker over the tree line. So as they travel across the seas, you see a waft of red that always seems to kick up behind the ship as their ship goes over these fresh poppies and red flowers that bloom in front of them. And as the ship goes over it, it kicks up into the air and kind of just falls like petals.
And baby, we don't have like an engine like most ships do.
Correct. It has a bite, and so it bites down and it runs, and that is what is causing the group to just travel
Very
through.
choppy bite.
Mm-hmm. And
baby powered ship.
And even the baby slightly larger than a horse, the ship and its crew is nothing to it. Like it, this is very easy. If it really wants to pick up speed, it will go above the tree line, but it keeps pretty low most of the time. It understands the danger.
Hunt. Yeah, people hunt.
Yes,
Leviathan.
people hunt leviathan, so we try to keep a leviathan as secret as possible.
Which is why earlier
But why are you all telling everyone about it?
when somebody looked funny at the ship, we needed to see what they knew. So nobody. That's why we're like, why we gotta make sure this guy doesn't go underneath and see baby, because we don't want other people to know that baby's there.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. So there's the context so that folks know, because like I said, we've been very in media res, and we all know this.
Yeah, we're very
we're
casual.
saying stuff. The audience is like, what?
I'm confused. I assume we take off unless there's anything else that needs to be done.
I believe so.
You take off, and just as we discussed, a lovely red tide of blooms erupt in front of the ship, kicking up petals behind all of you, and Roderick gets his first taste of questioning his environment that he has just agreed to be a part of. And he goes, wow, you guys seem to be really lucky with the BloomTide. Is there some sort of thing that you all do to make it happen?
I think the trees just like us. That's what I always say.
That's some hell of a luck, but I mean, never turn down luck, right? That's what they say.
Yeah, the BloomTide. I think the BloomTide makes Gretchen sleepy, so we probably won't see her while we're on the move. But once she's got a you know when you take a nap for too long, it's like that, but like way worse. So she'll be napping for a bit.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
I think I think it's the BloomTide too makes you sleepy, but that I also make up.
Sure. I've heard poppies make people sit sleepy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He goes, well, as for what I see on the map and the direction we got to head, I think that we need to go, due east. And I think if we travel that direction for a few days, look for any sort of signs of land and go in that direction and see what we can find.
Yeah, from what we saw on the boat, this was she like folds the map just like a little bit that like it like lines up something that looks like it shouldn't have lined up before, and you can see like some of her notes. So based on what we saw on the ship, this is as far as I think that it could have possibly gone. And we can't account that much for drift, but like I really don't think it went that far with nobody doing much. So we think that probably likely I can triangulate where it came from and how much food they had left that hadn't been bear eaten, but wasn't. You get it. We looked at the ship. I think maybe it could have only gone this far. So if you have any thoughts, if you haven't been out here before, but if you have any map thoughts within these sort of area, you let me know.
No, we stay pretty close. There's just a lot of rumors and fear that people don't really like to travel very far. So we are
like
kind
make
of
stuff up too?
I mean, some say makeup, some say tales to keep their children safe. Depends on.
I can tell you some stuff that is yes or no. What do you hear?
I mean, I've heard about there is a group of sailors that have purple and orange sails that guard this area from mirages.
Probably.
Okay. I mean, I know this one's true. Bears are quite frightening. But I mean, half or at least some of your crew doesn't have to bleed, so at least that's a positive.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on boats my whole life, and I think I turned out like okay. Like puts her arms out as though she's not like tiny in stature, and is like, I made it here, so it's okay.
And he goes, no, I'm not saying that it's not safe to travel outside. I'm just saying that, and he kind of goes, there's a tale that I was told when I was little, before my mom passed, about these shadows that existed out in the seas, and it scared the living bejeebus out of me. And I don't know, one of those things that just kind of sticks with you, even though I know it's not true, it's still one of those things that just, scares you, or at least it's in the back of your head.
Yeah. Does shadows ring any bells to me?
Yeah, I mean, one of the most frightening aspects about being out is the fact is that when you're out at night, you've got starlight, and that is the only thing that is giving you any form of light, because unless you have some sort of glow torch of some sort. But it's still at night sometimes, and when the trees move, it gives a little bit of a weird vibe. And there are tales about creatures that will call your name underneath the sea, asking for help, trying to lure you to the edge. I mean, that's what satyrs are, right? Like satyrs are these goat human creatures that will call your name and try to get you to the edge of the boat to grab you and take you off the boat and do whatever they possibly could do to you. Usually it's eat you. Shadows or the trick of the light is probably one of the more common fears about being out there. Because it is so dark at night and you have to navigate via stars at night if you're traveling at night, the thought of how deep below that if you just fall off the edge or if a shadow takes you, you're gonna fall and never be seen ever again. Like, traveling at night is probably one of the scarier things because it's easy to get lost, and if you fall off, it's almost impossible to find you, even if you're on the canopy, because it's just very difficult to find someone. So shadows are usually used as a term or used as like a boogeyman.
I was gonna say very boogeyman-esque. Yeah.
It's used as a boogeyman to basically get their kids back to shore. Like, think of it like, for us, it's like, be back before the streetlights are on, right? It's like, be back before the stars or the shadows will get you. They didn't have a problem with kids hanging out on land. It was just out at sea. If you fall, you're done for.
Well, I haven't met a shadow, so there's that. But there's weird stuff out there. So, I mean, I would not go underneath the tree line in the dark. That feels like a bad news. But even when you're under the trees during the daytime, it's like pretty still. Like I would say the light is more prevalent and it comes through the trees. And it's like kind of cool and pretty. The light is what I notice more than the shadows.
He goes, all right, one more question.
Yeah.
Have you ever traveled across the coral?
Have I ever traveled across the coral?
That is a question for you to tell me. Coral is a reference to the plant growth over the oceans. What would be the oceans in the past?
Oh.
So instead of trees, you get coral growing out. It is much, much more difficult to travel over because it is significantly harder and is brittle. It will grow back, but it is hard and brittle versus the trees.
How far inland are we?
Oh, you're like, if we were using the U.S. as a represent, you are in the middle of America.
Oh, then no.
Okay.
No,
cool.
My uncle did once. He brought like little pieces. They're cool.
I hear that coral is really valuable. I think that's why a lot of people talk about adventuring out that way.
Yeah, it's hard you have to have a different boat and stuff, and the trees are just easier. It's harder to go under. It like hurts more to go under, I think. So
I know I said one more thing, but
another thing. I'm good at that too.
I brought something as a gesture of kindness and a gesture of trust.
Okay.
Can I trust you?
I hope so. I'm pretty cool.
He reaches into his bag and he brings out what looks to be like something wrapped in leather, and he unfolds it, and it is probably the most interesting piece of blueberry muffin you've ever seen.
Where did you get that?
He says it's a sign of trust, and he hands it over to you.
How big is it?
I mean, it's a good size blue. It's like my hand. It is, the base is the size of my hand.
Oh, it's like a full muffin. It's not like a piece of one. It is just a full piece.
It is a blueberry muffin without a wrapping, and large sugar crystals on the top.
What? Why? Why do you give it to me?
It's a sign of trust. I am about to embark with you all for a week, and we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if anything's going to happen, and hell, I might need to ask you to bring me back if something bad happens. And I wanted to. I'm not used to being on other people's ships other than my parents, and so I thought that this would be something that you would appreciate.
It's got the little sugar bits on top. I like that. Can I share with my friends?
It is yours to share. Sadly, that is the only one I have.
It's okay.
So
She'll wrap it up really, really like preciously, and we'll just like sniff it a little bit. It smells really good.
oh yeah, like when he opened it up, like the scent of blueberry, like just like wafted into your sensories. Do they have noses? Do the moths?
Oh, do moths have noses? Some of them don't have mouths, so
They have
do
chemoreceptors, which does the
And-
function of smell.
Yeah.
can moth smell?
Yeah, it's chemoreceptor.
Seems so.
Oh, what do moths smell like? That's not what I was asking, but thank you, biologyinsights.com. They do.
So, assuming you can smell,
Yeah, I smell.
you like right when he opened it up, you can smell that it is a baked good. It is not warm anymore, so it is room temperature, but it is still moist. Like it is still have some like give to it.
Okay, I will set it. I will consider taking a little piece and then change my mind, and then consider maybe at least a sugar crystal, and then change my mind, and then like put it on the little ledge because I want to wait to share it.
And then
Hey,
he
what
goes,
do first?
"Yes. Is there a place that I can put my belongings? Like maybe a place that I am going to sleep? I can put my bag, and I always find carrying a gun with me everywhere I go very unpleasant for other people. And so,
Yeah, you're a little goofy. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. It's a
no,
little goofy.
No. I'm bringing the things I need on my trip, and it's easier to
Okay.
carry it than it is to, you know."
Okay, follow me.
Sure.
Do we don't have quarters, right? We have like a bunk room, or do we have quarters? I don't remember.
I don't think you guys got like luxury quarters
No.
or anything. You just
did
have
not.
the basics when it comes to your ship, because you have a standard ship. So yeah, there isn't really. I mean, there could be
If
a
we
room
have
that,
like a cubbies somewhere that he can put his stuff, and then I show him to where he can put his things.
yeah, he sets them down and he goes back to work, right?
We have to plan it. We have to plan a trip.
Yes. And then he heads back and follows you. What is Ark and Nokia doing?
I wanted to see what Nokia was up to. Maybe Nokia was fixing things or something.
Yeah, I think Nokia is. I think Lolia and Roderick would see Nokia as they walk in, set aside, and walk back out again. But I think I am in our kind of quarters, our bunk room, with a. I don't think it's a piece of paper. I probably think it's like some wood, like scraped off bark, like large enough to like be used as like a writing or carving canvas. I'm working on, I think, especially after it being brought up by Ark, my idea for some form of refrigeration, even if it's just short term and we can like keep it charged for a short amount of time. I'm like scratching up or thinking up an idea for how we can keep the meats good for a bit longer, especially since we plan on going out for a bit longer on longer voyages with more sparse towns and cities and the like. So I'm working on a project midway through, and that's what you see Nokia doing. Their bell heads hunched over this piece of bark. Suppose we could find a ceramic battery somewhere, and maybe Ark could keep it charged. I think the real issue here is keeping it cool and fighting against the heat of humidity of the outside. I think we can find something that's. Oh, Ark. Goodness, if I think the term is almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh.
Luckily, I don't have one, so I think I'm safe. Yes, no, keeping it cool is the hard part. I think we'd need quite a lot of salvage and maybe even some pre-V technology to push the hot air out.
Put the hot somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
Makes sense.
It will take a lot of energy. So if we do this, we'll either have to rely on you to keep the batteries charged or find some other way to power this. As is,
Their hair stands up a little bit.
yes, no, I have no doubt he'd be very happy to help with this. But ideally, this should be a thing that works without our constant intervention. So I'm still working on that. That'll be a plan B as of right now.
Have you done something like this before?
Sort of. Before I was a crew member on this ship, I worked with a shipwright, and he would often be asked to add rather interesting additions to ships that dock. I remember once he made an entire room for a ship that kept things cold or heated things up. I helped a little bit with that, but not too much. I was not very versed when it came to engineering back then. I more shadowed than anything else.
How did you learn engineers?
By watching, asking questions. There were many times when I didn't quite understand why he was doing a thing, and so I asked, and he would grumble like, and then explain. I think, though he appeared very angry and grumpy, he enjoyed having someone curious around. I definitely miss him. It's been a while.
Oh. What happened?
What happens to most? They grew old and moved on.
Wow.
I do like to think that, at the very least, a part of him lives on in what I do for this ship. I wouldn't be able to do anything he hadn't taught me.
I'm sure you would have learned. You're curious.
Yes, well, he was brilliant. So I think I'd have learned a lot less in a much longer period of time.
What do you think of our new sailor?
I cannot say that I've come across very many vastly different cultures and cities and the like. It did strike me odd that his father would so happily send his son on a trip with strangers, but I suppose he trusts that his son can handle himself if we happen to be unscrupulous, and decided that we weren't from our, I believe we described it as honorable practice with returning the metal. Roderick himself, I'm not sure. I'm a little worried about how we'll go about our research with a hunter on board, but I'm sure we can discuss and set parameters and boundaries. The last thing I want is for us to be documenting a rare specimen and then find a bullet lodged in them soon after.
you guys are having this conversation, what I'm going to be doing is, because you are traveling for one day, you are all going to have the opportunity to decide what activity you use, and for example, the citron tree or working on a refrigeration system. And when we get back from break, we're going to make some rolls. And here's the thing is, there will be a secret track for the refrigerator. If you get a certain amount of successes, you will get the ability to have a refrigerator. Whether it is something you have to continuously charge or work on is another thing, but it will be, it is a possibility to have and succeed to invent a thing. So I have a secret track of how many successes you need. And when we get back, we'll make a roll for said thing. And when we get back, we will have an announcement for the new show. So we'll see y'all when we get back. One was on screen. No. And before we get on with the second half of our episode, we're going to announce the new show. Y'all ready for this? This is my debut in voice acting. The Streampunks are excited to share our latest upcoming project, the Copper Street Club. Set in the 1930s, the Copper Street Club is an original alternative Earth setting featuring game master Eric Campbell and players Cynthia Marie, Eliza Pearl, Quincy Smith, and Bonnie Gordon. We'll be playing Outgunned Adventure, the cinematic, fast-paced, high-stakes RPG by Two Little Mice. The show is currently filming in studio, live to tape, and will be released early on Patreon for Patreon supporters, aka the Ox Crew, before its eventual rollout to YouTube. So join the Streampunks Patreon to get the updates and to get access to the Streampunks Discord. Coming soon.
Hell yeah.
I've been seeing the previews. It looks really fun.
Oh, yeah. We fucked up once. Also, if you're watching the stream, that's one of those, like, you can't like mom watch, because we did have a picture of the cast up on the screen. And funny enough,
what is mom watch?
Have you never heard? You guys have never heard?
I've never heard of mom watch.
No. Okay, so this is a very
are we watching moms?
If that's what you're into, if that is what you're into, there is an only moms somewhere out there. No. Mom watch is a sexist term that is referring to mothers or parents or people that are doing other things while listening to content, aka like the term mom watch comes from, like, you're cleaning again, this is sexist, cleaning the house. And while you're cleaning the house, you have your soaps on, you have your shows on, but you're only half paying attention. It's called mom watching. So
it's like pre-which we said it's like second monitor watching, but it was the sexist edition.
That is the better term that I will now switch to moving forward, because I'm just like, I don't know a better way to say this. I'm aware of its connotations.
That's the lovely thing about a lovely chat. Sometimes we discover that we have some quirk in our language, and then it's like, hey chat, can you give me a better word, because I don't think I like this one. And then they're beautiful and inventive and very funny.
Well,
that one's one I've heard of. Like, I've heard second monitor watching. I've never heard of mom watching. I've only heard of second monitor watching.
Yeah. I've never heard of second monitor watching, but it's true. That's what the second monitor. But yeah, it's just the thing that you have on in the background, right? While most podcasts are like that I listen to or watch that are like on YouTube, they'll be like, "Hey, I know you're folding your laundry right now, but like," and that has less to do with it being a sexist term in that sense, but it's more of like I get comments saying, I listen to your podcast while I'm like doing chores around the house. Like, that is a very common thing. And we've gotten those comments before too, of like, oh, I love watching your stuff while I'm doing a thing.
I've heard things like podcast mode or alt tabbed.
Yeah.
Alt tabbed. Yeah.
Ultimately, it's if you didn't see the thing.
Alt tab is for the people that can't afford second monitors. Second monitors are for rich kids. That's what I heard.
I wouldn't say rich kids. I would say kids who buy.
Jack's like, I have two monitors. I have two monitors.
I would say people who buy monitors during Black Friday. Like Black Friday, I'm gonna get my second monitor now.
So
It's really
funny.
interesting.
I have 4 monitors, but I only bought 1.
I'm jealous. God damn it. I want
Look, if
people to send
I
me.
didn't realize they reproduce asexually.
yeah, they were just like
It's through mitosis.
look, Drek, if you were
Mitosis.
closer, I have a curved monitor sitting under my desk with your name on it. So, but you are not close enough. So,
Yeah.
and it's too big
Good
for
luck,
Sam's
one.
setup. So,
I'm small, and so's my setup.
I think that this, honestly, Sam, you sitting down, this is taller than you.
I believe it.
But that all sounds amazing. I'll be so honest. That sounds so nice. How really, like, I'm monitoring just your entire reality while you're using it.
So
We are in cyberpunk reality, aren't we?
So
Yeah.
the one monitor I bought, I'm gonna put my hands on the edge of them. There you go.
That's insane. Mine's like here. I'm slightly to the side because I put my camera between the 2 monitors.
I'm not even out of frame. Small setup, y'all. It's portable. Not size isn't everything, all right?
How you use it that really matters.
So my monitor is a 49-inch curve.
I don't know. Mine's like 36 or 39, something like that.
Mine's 24. I was very happy when I upgraded from 17.
17?
Yeah, I used
You
to
might
run
as well
my
be
stream off
streaming.
of a 17-inch monitor.
You might as well be streaming off your phone, you know?
Well, maybe I would do good streaming off the phone too. Maybe.
Chat just said, Jake, why? Do you know why? Because I can.
Caitlin, how big is your monitor?
I have 2 of them, and I think they're both 27 inches. 27, 28, something like that. Which is basically 30, I've been told.
Yeah, basically done.
Oh my. That was
good.
classical. That was perfect. That
Chat's
was technique.
judging me for having a 49-inch curved monitor.
Having a
Right.
49-inch curve. I'm gonna go right past that. Having
49 is basically 50, though, right? We agree on that one.
sure.
It can be rounded up in many circumstances. Yes.
Look, this is I have actually the monitor that Sam used to stream off of right here. This is
God, I
did have my
this
chat
so
on a
bad.
10-inch monitor when I used the 17-inch. I needed a
say-
different one for the game.
When I used to stream, I'd have one monitor and I'd have my laptop for chat. I didn't have a second monitor, so I'd have like my laptop at the side and then my PC monitor in front of me, and I was like, I can't live like this anymore. I can't. I need to get another monitor.
I got this one like a couple of years ago, and having another like the 24 inches still feels so spacious. So like honestly, I'm not mad if I get to be as happy as this on 24 inches. Hooray!
Hurrah.
look. It's not about size, all right. That's what I've been told. It's about the BloomTide of your boat, you know.
Ah, yes, as they say. Thank you, bringing it back in.
All right, so what is okay? I assume Nokia is going to be using their time to work on the refrigerator. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for you, I think this is going to be
Starting a project?
yeah, it's starting a project, but I'm thinking of what role it would be.
That would be Rattle for Skull, because Rattle is about mending, maintenance, and adaptation.
Rattle makes sense. Forge, I could so iron would work, or you could say that this is, instinct. You're trying to use your not intuition, or sharps. Sharps would work. Sharps or iron,
I have neither of those.
or tide, because tides are is exploration, learning, and lore.
I can do tides. Yeah, I'll do tides.
Okay.
I'd also love to use an Orcs point.
You should do that.
Do it.
Yeah. Damn. Because
I
you're
can-
gonna be the one to be a story to the roll.
5.
Hold on. I got it. The problem is I got to scroll past like the conversations that we have had for weeks to get the.
Yeah.
All right. 5 is Crafty Geek.
Crafty Geek. Very, very on.
Correct.
Apropos, yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting crafty here. Okay. So that is 4 d6s.
Whatever blooms your tide. Oh, I love it. Sorry.
That's good.
I rolled 2 6s, a 4 and a 1. That's
Wow.
doubles as well.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. All right. I will mark that down.
I
Good
think
to
I'm
know.
using like, I think this first stage is definitely like me more planning everything out than actually like doing the actual cobbling together. Seeing what gear and equipment and stuff which you already have, trying to think of what ones which should be easy to get a hold of through delving or trade, and kind of like planning and plotting what I could do with those bits and pieces first before actually putting before actually working with any material.
Okay. What about Ark or Lilia? Not Lilia. Wow. Lolia. Lolia. You missed it. I did a whole like.
Oh, I can hear. Don't worry. I was working on some other. I can always hear when I've stepped away.
You missed. You did you hear my attempt to do it during break where I went? Ah!
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm
I
honestly
love
really
that.
I'm really sad you didn't actually include it in the content. I think it was missing something.
Next time.
Lalia is going to be trying to. You can let me know if this is something that I could use this for, but I want to try, to the best of my knowledge, comparing to other charts and maps and whatever we have, to see the most, if I can figure out the most likely location, like at least narrow it down a little bit more. That's just what she's going to spend her time on.
Okay.
And if Roderick is able to continue to help, he may. But if he has other things to do, he can do other things. But that's what Lolly is spending time on.
I'd say that this is a tides roll. And you maybe tide.
I do have tides. And then I have
or tides. Tides hunt maybe. Observe track. Or out. No, it's not gonna be outwit.
I have scavenge, delve, vault, and wave walk.
Scavenge, locate, collect, identify properties or values. So let's do that.
Okay. All right, you know what? Because we've gone this far without using ox points, I would also like to use an ox point.
Do it.
7.
I have to scroll back up again. Give me like 10 minutes. Because it's not no, because no one in this group can currently pin on that chat. I'm seriously thinking about creating a new chat. All right, you said 7?
Oh, yeah.
7. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Matt Smith. That's Guru Matt.
Thank you.
Guru Matt.
It'll help me map.
I have to turn a fan on or I will melt. So
okay, good luck.
Don't melt.
That's fucked up.
Oh no. What did you roll?
1, 2, 2, 3 on 4 dice.
Oh.
What the fuck?
What makes it worse is I definitely heard that. So, okay.
No, I know. I wasn't. I assumed you did.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Great. I'm gonna just mentally check that.
Yeah.
Ark, what is Ark doing?
It takes a task to do citrus things, right?
Correct.
All right.
You are
Doing
collecting
citrus
citrus things. Here's the question. I mean, you guys aren't in a rush. You guys aren't in a danger. You've got plenty of food for now, it seems like. Are you going to attempt to travel through the night?
I think we can. I have the ability. I can basically add like a spotlight and light away.
You also become the. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah.
I guess it. What is attracted to that light? Depends on baby's sleep cycle.
Point, yeah.
You will have to stop at some point for baby to sleep. So
Right, but like, is pulling an all-nighter for baby the way it is for me?
Yes.
Because, ow.
Yeah. What I will say is, it can push. I would say that pushing it would definitely be something that you would do in more strenuous or dangerous situations versus like, oh, we're just going. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And it is very common for ships to not travel at night. Again, as Roderick had told Lolia, traveling at night is a very scary thing, and it is very, very easy to get lost.
Okay. I think with that in mind, I think we wouldn't then.
Yeah, because you have to have someone actively rolling for directionality at night.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, we would drop anchor.
You guys drop anchor, and Roderick's like, "Hey, good as time as ever to hunt. You want me to bring you back anything, or are you guys gonna go straight into your rations?"
I think we're fine with our rations at the moment.
Great.
Please do remember to take your little boat far when hunting.
Oh, is that like that's the deal?
It will avoid disturbing any local fauna that we might find as specimens.
Do you mind if we put some sort of beacon or light on the boat so that it's easier for me to navigate back? I can create one. It's not a big deal. I've got the supplies.
I think that would be good. We can keep an eye out for you.
Great. And he like takes his bag and he unties it and rolls it out like on the deck, and you can see that his bag is just like basically a long blanket basically, but with like a bunch of tools and stuff like that stitched in to it. So he goes and he like grabs like this small like vial where you see like a slug inside of it, and then he grabs this like jar, and then he like pulls out like a little bit of water, pours the water in there, and then takes the slug and shakes the slug up, and then like drops the slug into the water, and like it drips into the water, and it starts swimming, but it like glows, and the water causes the glow to like just refract out. And then he goes, "Cool, just make sure it doesn't fall in. Like I'm just gonna put it somewhere like high up, and I will find this on my way back."
Oh, I see. You meant for our ship.
Yeah. I need to know how to get back. So like
That's fine. I think it would be best if you take this one, and I can be the light for this ship. Give me a moment. And I'll kind of whisper under my breath, "Okay, you can wake up now." And you'll see within their chests, lights starts to flicker on as dozens of fireflies wake up within the lantern that makes
That's cool.
Nokio's chest. As I turn on my amber glass visor, flanked by firefly spotlights, you can see almost perfectly in utter darkness and can shine bright light and narrow beams ahead of you. And it cuts through spores, murk, and mist. As I turn on my lantern within my chest.
He's like, "Oh, that's wicked cool. Okay, that's great."
We have a sort of agreement between I think right now, 38 of us.
Great. That's awesome. I'll be back shouldn't take me long. And he like climbs to the side of the boat and goes off to the side and then like jumps on his. And he turns it on, and even though it's got like a saw on the center of it, like almost like a motorcycle, what you would expect it to be very loud. You can hear it's almost like it's very quiet. And he takes the jar and puts it on the front of his bike, and then just like straps it down with like a bungee cord basically, and he heads out.
All of you should get some rest. I will rest up here, make sure my lantern is visible.
Okay, but don't go to bed yet. Because Roderick gave me a gift. And I saved it for all of us. And she'll pull out the little leather like, and say, he called it a sign of trust. But I think it's just a gift. And she'll unwrap the blueberry muffin.
Oh, that is very well made.
What is it?
It's food, but like food made with like fire. Probably.
Oh. Yeah. Does he make food with fire?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
I have seen cakes like this made with the heat from engines or the like. So
He made it seem
maybe.
so like big deal. So I have to think that maybe it was
maybe it was fire. Yes.
probably ask him. But I thought it would be fun to share. Kind of like it's like a citron, like a citrus fruit, but it's cake. And I want to save some for Gretches when she wakes up.
Yes. No,
What?
that is a good idea.
It smells really good. I bet it tastes really good.
We'll take a piece. Do you divvy it up?
Yeah, I cut it. She cuts it into the exact. So it'd be four. Yeah, four little squares.
Thank you. I think I'll
Thanks.
take my quarter, kind of break it in half, put the one like underneath my bell head, and just go, I think that's enough for me. Ark, would you like it? Here you go. And I'll give Ark the half of my piece.
Oh yeah, the two of them are.
You guys
Like
are
a little cartoon.
You guys are munching down on this blueberry muffin. The crystals of sugar, touch your taste buds. And whether you've had muffins or caked goods in the past that have been cooked via sun or have been cooked on an engine, these have that quality of like, if I were to use like a game that requires like qualities of something, these were made with love, right? It's not just tasting good, but it was like they used the exact science, right? They baked this. Like, this is very clearly not a sun bake because it's inaccuracy of how the heat is. Like, this was made with something with precision. And it is like, it is something that you will think about on long nights. Like, it is one of those things where you're like, man, do you remember that blueberry muffin? You know?
So good. Yeah, Lalia is not a savorer in any capacity. Like, I feel like maybe somebody who has more context for like cakes and stuff like that would maybe be like, oh yeah, we have like a little bit of a bite every day or whatever. Lalia knows exactly what this is, how special this is, and has no intention of making it last. Like, this is like, she's very much a like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time kind of thing. Like, is like, like, yes, why would I wait to have something tasty when I can have it now?
I think that's also purely what sugar does to Ark's brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like, you have the very sugary sweet thing, then you finish the bite and you want the other bite, and then you finish
Obviously.
the bite and you want the other bite. Like that, I'm sorry, is that not what you want to do with the sweet thing?
I roll the rest up, the last quarter up for Gretches, and we will leave it. I will tuck it in when I go to sleep. I will tuck it into her cubby so that it's there for her.
It isn't long after you guys finish this muffin that you all see like a burst of ravens coming out of the trees, out in the direction that Roderick went out. No gunshot. No gunshot. Just
that though.
Yeah.
I suppose maybe Roderick has begun his hunt.
What kind of hunting was that?
To flush them
I'm
out.
not sure. Yes, might have disturbed the canopy, is my guess.
you can actually start to see the light coming back towards all of you.
Did you get it with like his hands?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe his gun's really quiet too. His engine's really quiet.
Maybe.
When he pulls up, he looks empty-handed at first, and he goes, "I'm gonna need some help getting this on the boat." And he like reaches behind and lifts up the front end of what looks to be a large, about this big centipede. But that's the width. That's its width before its legs.
Whoa.
And it's
Whoa.
and
Well, there
you,
goes for the crane.
and you can see a knife in its back.
Oh, no gun. I see.
Okay.
The crane swings and drops.
And once he gets low enough, he like puts it on and like is literally like gets on the crane like the pallet and just like a heavy rope, you know. And he's like, good news. This should feed me for a few nights. Like this should be plenty. So we won't have to venture off very often.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Is this a creature that I'm familiar with or we're familiar with?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, this is not a rare
It's a
creature.
common. It's not like a.
Yes.
It's a
Like,
re-
oh
it-
no, you
rare
just got
legendary.
the last ever.
But yeah.
It is
Yeah,
it-
no,
it-
no, we're not.
not only is it a common, it's a reprint, right? You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Well, it's out of circulation now, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, this one is. Yeah, this is a very common creature. This is not. Like, I would say the ecosystem would not notice its absence.
We're critter people. I just wanted to note
Yeah,
if it was
if
a
we
noteworthy
if we
critter.
documented this, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have seen. I mean, what's noteworthy is the fact that something like this either takes great stealth to take down, or a large amount of people to like wrangle it, because it is a centipede. Its full length is probably closer to like 50 feet long.
Whoa.
So like you have to either kill it in a single swipe, or you're riding an alligator, basically. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to wrangle an
Are they?
Yeah, exactly. I will say all of you understand that this is an impressive task. He is a trained and well coordinated hunter.
He hasn't gone that far below the tree line though, so I don't know if he's really that exciting of a person. I think that some people on this boat may be more exciting than impressive than he is.
Look, Ollie says he's an impressive hunter. You can be impressive at other things. One does not negate other things. Just saying, you know.
Maybe it does.
No. I
Maybe
think
it
if he's
does.
impressive, it negates my impressiveness, and I just can't have that on my own boat. So
That does remind me, Lolia. I've been working on a refrigerator of sorts, and some of the things I need require material and components we do not have on the ship currently, and would be rather hard to find at towns.
like again, refrigerator.
It's when it's a sort of machine used to keep foods cool.
Oh, okay,
It
cool.
helps them last longer.
Yeah, how did
Yeah.
you learn that word?
My time as a shipwright.
Okay.
I helped with and shadowed a shipwright who made entire rooms that acted as refrigerators.
Cool. Anyways, you were talking about scavenging?
Yes. Later, most definitely in the morning, would you mind accompanying me to scavenge and see if we can find any material?
I would love that very much.
Are you guys saying this on the deck, or are you guys?
I think so, yeah.
When you say that, you hear, "Can I come?"
Yes, he needs to learn.
I see. How comfortable are you wave walking?
He's a baby. Baby. He's
No.
little. He's 2 apples tall. He has to learn.
He goes. I haven't gone deep, but I would like to learn. If you guys are willing, and you can see like this like nervous excitement. I have heard a rumor about where there's like this like section of trees that have been like taking out a bunch of boats, and there might be some like scavenge stuff. Fresh.
Is this one of the made up things, or like is this one a real one?
Oh no, this is a real one. We stay away from that area because it's boats get stuck.
That could be fun.
That sounds a little bit more dangerous than I had.
We can take your boat there.
I don't think all of us. I mean, we don't have to go like. Yes, but also like I think it makes sense to get closer to it and then use my boat to get up against it. Yeah,
Makes sense to me. We can talk in the morning.
Good sailoring.
sweet.
Yes, let's
It's
talk
important
about
to provide encouragement. Just in front of him.
good
That's what it-
idea, Roger.
Because I'm only 2 apples tall.
Yes.
It's a
Precisely.
very large
As
apple.
Lalia is like half his height, probably. Like,
The night fades into day, an uneventful, quiet night. You all actually wake up from a burst of energy as baby wakes up, and just that like that childlike energy at 5 a.m. that you're like, why are we awake? Definitely isn't playing the Heart Will Go On piano. Nope, that doesn't.
No.
I don't wake up to that on a regular basis.
That's so unrelatable for everyone in this call.
Everyone, no one understands that reference. So yeah, you all wake up to that, and Roderick's like, "Hey, I have a question for y'all.
Mhm.
Is it like normal to be out at sea and be like, I don't know, I just get these like instant spontaneous either like mood swifts. Like it's like earlier, like I got really excited, and like while I was excited, like I just got like a boost and like why am I awake right now? But like
You're ready to scavenge. You're excited.
so like this
You're
is
a natural sailor.
It's just excitement, like that's normal.
Uh-huh. The extra oxygen in the air,
The
we're in
Wildsea
all this
air.
plant life.
It's doing you
Sailing.
some good.
We're sailing.
Hmm.
You might like it. Turns out you might like it. I feel like that's a good sense that you might like it. Maybe you're a sailor.
You know what? Seems like you're not wrong. So it sounds like adventure time.
Breakfast first.
Yeah.
Breakfast first. He goes,
Breakfast
seconds
first.
on dinner. Hell yeah. And he goes back out to like he had salted it, any of the fresh part or like parts that had been like he had salted it. So like he is ready. He cracks another like section
I'm
off.
gonna
Of it.
go give scritches to the engine while breakfast is happening.
Yeah. You head under, and when you head under, I assume you're also giving a little brekkie for baby.
Absolutely.
Baby doesn't take it immediately. Instead, you see it look behind you.
What is it?
And it lifts up its lip as if it were about to growl.
I'll whistle back up to my crew a warning whistle.
I think hearing that whistle, I think very casually, and I think it helps with the fact that I don't have a face. Very casually walk away from Roderick, trying not to raise any alarm just yet. And I'll go up to the lens room and I think look out through our spyglass to see if I can see what this warning whistle could be referring to.
Ark, do you turn around?
Oh, yeah, I'm super turned around.
You see and you sense nothing at first. Describe to me what the first sensation Ark has when they are being visited by a spirit.
Oh. The hair on the back of my neck stands down.
You feel that as you stare off into the tree line. Nothing moving.
Hello? It's okay, you can come here.
You feel a hand on your shoulder.
Can I not see them?
They're behind you. So when you turned,
They turn.
they turn. You feel a hand on your shoulder.
Hello?
You hear a familiar voice. Who is it?
It is the first mate of the ship I first served on.
What was that relationship you had with them?
So how good a relationship do you have with like the immediately like sub-executive management when you are literally entry level and useless to everyone on this earth?
In past companies or the current company I'm in? Because the current company, great actually. In previous company, non-existent.
So you take your pick.
You see the familiar face and the familiar voice. And when you see them in front of you, they just say a short phrase. We are all one.
I mean, I'm kind of me. And you're over there being you.
They put their other hand on your other shoulder. And they say, we are only one.
There's a little bit more ozone in the air.
They pull closer to you, inches from your face, eye to eye, and they say to you, we are one.
Do I sense danger?
Yes, but not from this. And before you can react, you see Baby's face push through the spirit and it dissipates.
So it's not always polite to nose into someone's extracorporeal manifestation? That was menacing, so thank you. We are all... I mean, treat for a good baby, kind of absent-mindedly. And I'm gonna go up and tell the rest of my crew about this.
As you climb up, I'm coming back down from the lens room, and I meet you just before you meet up with Roderick and Lalia and just say, I heard your whistle. I looked around but saw nothing. Is everything okay?
A familiar spirit and a sense of menace.
Yes.
I, without specifying the nature of engine maintenance I was doing, nor the proximate event to the decorporealization of the spirit in question, I report to the whole crew what went on. So this can be a meeting that includes Roderick.
Sitting there just...
We are all one? Familiar to anyone?
No.
Is that what Sasha said to me? I think Sasha said then we are not alone, but I can't remember if it was mentioned being one.
Without rewatching it, I believe so.
Okay.
I have written down I understand now, but I didn't write down any other quotes from that.
I believe is I understand now we are all one. I think,
Okay.
but it's I could be wrong. Either way, you definitely
Retconning it to be that now.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get that connection.
Yeah, even if it wasn't exactly, I get a connection. That sounds a lot like what Sasha said to me. The one with the woke bone.
Ooh.
Before.
Roderick goes, he says, ooh, and he goes, you hung out with someone that had woke bone?
Yes, we all have cooties now.
Oh, no, it's not contagious like that. It's just more like a very scary situation.
She was nice.
Still,
It was more
Scary.
sad than scary.
I can see that.
But they came to some sort of revelation and resolution internally. And said something along those lines. I am not alone. I understand now. And I suppose we are one.
Ark, how did your first mate die? Did they have woke bone?
I didn't see what exactly happened. We were on shore leave. And then we came back.
Could be woke bone, but no guarantee it's woke bone. So maybe not connection.
You know what? This isn't a part of the game, but I want to do this. Lolia, roll me a d6. Just
Oh my goodness. I'm grabbing a different die because all of these had forsaken me earlier. 3.
being a moth person, light is something that is important. It is often worshipped. The moonlight, the starlight, the daylight. You vaguely remember that there is an organization called the Star Child. And one of their phrases is come together, together as one. And that just has an inkling at the back of your head.
Do I know anything about? Are they? Is this a Mothran organization, or is this just I kind of just know about? Okay.
Yeah. With a 3, I'm not going to give you much more than that.
Awesome. I just didn't know if it was because I was Mothran was why I knew, but okay.
Yes. Because you're a Mothran, that is why that's why I even gave you the option of rolling it.
Awesome. The only thing I recognize is the Star Child thing, their whole deal. The together as one thing. But that's not quite the same, but it isn't quite different.
It's similar. We can keep an eye out and ear out and any bits of information we can along the way, but as long as it doesn't seem like a threat, at the very least not an immediate one, as I think I look at Ark when I say this, maybe we continue with our journey and just be cautious as we do.
I want to scavenge.
Yes. Scavenge.
Scavenge!
And her wings go poof, poof. She goes like that.
I assume you'll be staying on deck, Ark? Or would you like to join us?
Okay. Yes.
Yay. Ark scavenge. Okay.
Roderick, you stay close to Lolia.
And he reaches out for a fist bump.
You pay attention to me. You listen to me. It's scary. When you go further than the tree line, it starts to get scary. So you have to look. You have to listen.
Look, listen.
Ark, I will accompany you and stay close.
Thank you.
Okay. Where are we going?
Location I suggested?
It would be really cool boats. It'd be really cool stuff.
Are you looking at Nokia when you're saying
Yes.
this? Yeah, okay.
Because Nokia was the one who said, well, I don't know if that's a good idea. So Lolia's like, "Ooh, big, like, moth eyes. Like, ooh."
I think they'll look over to Ark. I think. How do you feel about this?
Would you like to roll moth eyes on me?
Yes, I would like to. Oh, what the hell am I rolling?
Probably a sway, right?
Probably. I don't have shit. I have grace, veils, and tides. Which is none of those help here.
Yeah. I feel like it'd probably be like instinct and sway feels like the closest here.
No, veils, to manipulate others in both social and combat situations.
Oh, okay. So I have one in veils at least.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have sway.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, one.
Hey, one's better than nothing.
So true. Okay. Let's roll. This one looks like a little light. A little glow bug.
No
First
way
time
you
I've
got
rolled high. First time I've rolled higher than a 3 today, baby. That's a 6.
Maybe just this once.
You hear like a kind of, I guess, like vibration going through the bell of his head, and you assume this is like a sigh. And they go, fine.
Yes.
Lead the way, Roderick.
Roderick's like, one of us. One of us. One of us.
Okay.
Let's go. he heads up and he gives you like rough directions to get there. It is fairly smooth travels as you go, but as you start to get there, you start to see like debris, like
Mhm.
on the tops of the trees. Like you see like I don't know what they're called, but you know those like white like plastic that have like different colored flags on them. Like they're usually like hung up on stuff.
Kind of like banner, like strips of like banner style.
Yeah, they're like almost banners
Oh,
that
okay.
are just like triangle flags, not like
Yes.
square, but triangle flags.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
you see like it being caught on a tree and it just like flying in the air. Like you can see like the bird's nest to some of the trees, and he's like, okay, I don't think we go any closer on what's the ship's name?
What's it today?
The stalwart stork.
Stalwart Stork. Okay, well, I don't think we go any farther on the Stalwart Stork. We can either two at a time take my boat further in, or we can just, I don't know, maybe climb on the treetops.
That is part of the experience. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He goes, great, let's go. And then like he goes to the edge of the boat and he goes to jump down. Is
I'm not big
anyone
enough to stop. I am not big enough to stop him.
I will grab him. Like, oh,
like you grab like the back of his shirt.
yeah.
That doesn't look
It
like
is.
looking or listening.
Oh, my
It is
bad.
not wise to just jump without any caution.
And he goes,
Or
okay.
gear.
He goes,
Leave.
Leap before you look. Wait.
Well,
he goes, look, I can handle the canopy. That's not what I'm worried about. It's deeper than the canopy. And he's like, this part I can handle.
when you get caught in the saws of the boat,
The-
you don't jump off the side of the boat. It's boat safety.
Okay, fine.
And
Where-
even if you are comfortable with the canopy, you should still follow the basics. It is really good habits to build.
Hi, my bad. All right, who am I? I'm following you, Lilia. Where are we going?
Gear first.
Okay, what gear are we taking? This is
I
the
don't
GM
know.
talking.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Feels silly to not bring anything into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Well,
I
For me,
mean,
I am
should-
the gear.
Do we
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
want to bring the like? So you know, in open water swimming, there's the little safety boat.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the buoy
I do.
thing. Yeah.
So Roderick has the boat, so I could be the safety boat,
Mm,
and then that also helps with like bringing gear.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't think we had, because I think gear is like, especially for delving, is like an actual thing you have to have.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
That's
like
if
an
you-
actual item you can get.
That's if you want to go like, because like the further down, they kind of use the same analog as water, right? The further you go down, the more dense it is, and so you have to bring gear that allows you to go further down and be able to move the trees out of the way, because it's like the pressure around you gets to be too much. But that's like the third or fourth layer, which I can't imagine you guys are going to, but I mean, you
technically can.
you all tell me differently,
Yeah.
I am my like post is dredger, so like Lolly at the very least has done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will not like, while I think it's important for you guys to have the gear that you need, I'm not going to make you tell me every piece of equipment you tell me you're taking. Blades in the Dark rules. You tell me once you need to use it what you have taken, as long as it is something that your character has, right? Like that's so yeah.
It was also just kind of a reason to make him slow down for a sec, so we could.
Sure. No. I get that. I'm saying though, like,
Yeah.
rules wise, future wise, like
Cool.
that's kind of how I will be running it.
Okay.
So what we would do, Roderick, is climb down the side of the ship instead of jump. We don't know if the branch you will land on will be able to support your weight. the last thing you need is something to give way once you hit.
Okay. Well, I will follow you.
Lalia goes down first.
Where from the ship are you going down? And because I think right now, where is baby?
Imagine when we drop anchor, baby usually, from where I remember, like curled right underneath the boat.
Right, we have a
Yeah.
cinnamon bun under the ship.
Usually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cinnamon bun.
But I think, especially if we're going to be using Roderick's boat as a like kind of like a lifeboat or like jumping off points a bit closer to the wrecks, I'd have them go off and away from the ship, away so that they're really spacing away from baby or where baby might be seen as they climb down.
Okay. So you guys get on the boat, the smaller one. You head out to a location a little bit further out. I will just give it to you. Like you are able to find, like you guys. I wouldn't say you get a vibe, but like you there are like clearly like a lot of pieces in an area, right?
So
Does
you
this
start
place
to
have a
leave
name?
something for that. Good
Is
question.
the area called anything?
It's Death Cove.
Yes.
Oh, no wonder Nokia was kind of worried about us going here.
But please, it would be so cool.
Look, the moth
But for
eye
the record-
happens out of my.
For the record, horrible idea. This is a terrible idea. We should not be here. Lalia
Well, you should
fucking
roll
loves
those
this.
freaking moth eyes.
She rolled real good.
Yeah, that's on the dice.
Yeah. I wanted to go. I know it's a terrible idea, but I wanted to go.
I drank once ago. Nokia, I realized, has become the somewhat parent of the group.
So
And I'm like,
funny.
hey guys, are we sure we want to do this?
It's so funny.
No.
You head over, and who's jumping down first, or who's getting off the boat first? Lilia, and then Roderick's following short behind.
Mhm.
What about the other two?
Ark, would you like to stay on the ship or come with us down beneath?
As this happens, small droplets start to fall.
I'll be up here.
I think as one of the raindrops hits my head and go, makes sense. We'll be back soon. And I will follow down.
Before you
Roderick.
do, I think Ark will just with like a bit of their sleeve or something, pat the raindrop spot so you don't rust.
Thank you.
No.
Have a good delve.
In a while, as I go underneath.
I'm going to describe what each of you see. Lolia, you jump down, and it is very interesting. As you jump down, you don't land on a branch. You land on the side of a boat. You land on a boat that is completely twisted. You kind of like skitter down or use your wings, you tell me, to float down, and it's about 30 feet down is the boat. And when you look down at the boat, you are kind of land on the edge, and when you look out, you see dozens of boats with different states of decay, trees going through them. Like it is a graveyard of ships. When Roderick jumps down, the first thing that he notices is the sound of silence. When Nokia jumps down, you hear loud wailing and moaning from each of these ships. Ark, you see that the clouds have moved in very quickly. The drops are quickly growing, not just small little dabs, but full on drops, and you feel them on your face, on your clothes, on your any exposed skin that you have, and it feels refreshing. What are the three down below doing? Or the two of you doing down below? Gretches, by the way, is manning the ship.
I think the moment I am underneath the canopy and I hear these ships, I think very casually, like, it is what I do whenever I've delved. And I think it is what I do whenever I delve by ships. I say, hello, I'm Nokia, and I'm here to help put you all to rest.
The response you get is unintelligible. You can hear that it's communication or attempts of communication. It reminds you almost as if when you first gained consciousness, that inability to communicate, but the understand that what communication
Intent
was.
to.
Yeah, that you have heard these words spoken upon your ship for years that you were around, of people being on, and you've learned these words, but you know their meanings, but you didn't know how to speak them yourself. You didn't know how to manipulate your body in a way that would make those sounds for others to understand you. And the same is happening here.
From dozens of them?
I would say that you get one specifically that you have that feeling. The others just feel as if spirits, like they have the boat, they are gone. They are just have it passed on to whatever that afterlife might be.
Lolia, keep close with Roderick. I think I can hear a ship waking up.
Oh.
I think it would be nice to have someone introduce them to this new way of living.
Ah.
I'll let you know if I need any help.
Okay, we'll be quiet.
Now begin moving towards the sound of the more clearly, sound that sounds more like someone, a ship, an ironbound, waking up rather than just ships needing help to move on.
It's less so the communication that allows you to lean towards it, and more of the rattling, the wood twisting, the metal reshaping itself to try and create something that it recognized in its previous existence. And that brings you deeper and deeper to the point where the other two can't really see you anymore. And you finally find it. A boat, which was once a galley, it was huge, has started to rattle and shake in different parts. The shape of it looking closer to a dog or like a cat, or like a four-legged creature more than like a humanoid, as it's like rattles and moves and is fighting to learn existence.
Hello, I'm here to help how I can. And I think if I see any parts of like scrap metal caught underneath debris, clear, trying to move that debris out of the way, I want to guide the shape of I'm not even really guide it, I guess assist the shape it's trying to make. If I see things in the way of pieces of scrap metal and debris trying to get together, move those obstacles out of the way.
Like in a snake sheds its skin, you don't pull it off. You just like give them the space to do it on their own.
Exactly.
Keep them hydrated and everything.
Yeah.
Lolia, you see Roderick tense,
Hmm.
and he reaches on his side and pulls the dagger that he had killed the centipede with, and he holds it and he goes, "Quiet. There's something around here." And he kind of puts his hand out to kind of tell you to lower, to get down, and as he shrinks down. And
Her antennas fold back too.
You feel it underneath you. There's something inside of the boat below you. And
Are there any portholes like on the side of this boat
Mhm.
nearby us?
Yeah,
I would like to creep very slowly towards the nearest one
you move
and look
closer.
down.
And as you look, you can see something. Wood, metal, moving around inside of it. Roll me a veil and an outwit. Veil and outwit.
I have delve, scavenge, vault, and wave walk.
So this is you trying to be sneaky, and outwit literally says sneak. So I would say veil and an outwit would probably.
We have ox points.
You do have ox points?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, but hear me out. Wave walk. Animalistic elegance. To navigate the wilds without the use of a ship despite the danger.
So you okay, I'll give it to you.
I also will use an ox point because it's the end of the session.
I am not a person to fight.
9.
You said 9?
Correct.
Scrolling. Scrolling. All right. 9 is Leo Ambermain.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leo Ambermain, you're about to see something.
5 is my highest.
5. You successfully get down, look inside, and you see something less humanoid, more animal, made of wood. And it is chomping and chewing at the different parts of the boat and pulls off a piece of wood and starts to chew on it. And then it stops and moves quickly as it jumps out of the thing and starts to head down towards Nokio. And Roderick goes, "Spine wolves, go, go, go." And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
This is going to be interesting. I have literally nothing combat related on my character.
Spine
Yay.
wolves are saw. The description of them are medium, saw teeth, and torture.
Oh.
Oh.
Good inhabitant for Death Cove, I'd say.
So
Yeah.
I will give you the sight and sounds that you get from them, which is a flash of tattered fur and metallic spines. Sinuous sharp jaw dripping with oil, hisses, yelps, and howls disordered by experimental speaker systems.
Whoa.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's made of wood and metal or something.
Yeah, it's wood and metal, and I will send you guys a photo. But yeah, it is called a spine wolf.
Love it.
Yeah, we will find out what happens with Nokio, who is down at the bottom and away from the group. So
Go wrong.
It's fine.
everything is
fine.
fine. Everything is
fine.
fine.
They're gonna run down, and then Werby and then Noko and the wolves come up and be like, "Hey, I've got new pets, everyone.
Got new pets, so many, yeah.
I met these puppies."
Yes, exactly.
Puppies.
one of those two things are true.
Yeah.
One of those two things are puppy shaped. The other one, death shaped.
Sharp puppy.
Sharp puppy.
Very sharp puppy. Just like the visual of it is a single like snout with predator like lower fangs and like a large metal like tentacle tongue.
Awesome.
Oh, damn.
Awesome. I love them already.
They're puppy shaped. Yeah.
They're puppy
No,
shaped.
I was right the first time. Yeah.
The last puppy I know with a tentacle tongue was I've never seen one, so I have no idea.
The one
I was like, whoa, you came into that statement so confident. I was like, hold
I'm
on.
like, damn, is there a franchise of that?
I hope not. That would be really cool.
Question mark?
Yeah, I think
We'll
it'd be
find out
pretty
next week.
cool.
Tune
We
in.
will. Until then, everyone, here is the credits.
Yeah.
Oh.